Hey, I'm Jay Kumar, the BassBlaster, and this is your Seafoam and Kistler top 5 of the week in bass fishing. Number 1. Alabama Bassmaster Elite Series rookie Tucker Smith finished second at the Hartwell Elite a couple weeks ago and was like, that's because he lost by just 14 ounces. But at least he lost to his good bud Paul Marks Jr. Well, fast forward a couple weeks and Tucker did get satisfaction. He won the Bassmaster Elite, of course, on Lake Fork, Texas.
Tucker takes it on Championship Sunday.
Now check this out. Tucker lost by 14 ounces at Hartwell, and at Fork, he won by 13 ounces, and guess who was second? That's right, his good buddy Paul.
We're brothers.
I guess they are. Anyhow, we'll get to the fact that they're both rookies in a sec, but for now, here's how Tucker caught them. First, he used his Humminbird side scan literally all day long in practice. He was looking for hard spots and groups of fish on them. Now, he found that in depth from 6 feet to 20 plus, but the first day of the tournament, his fish scattered because of high water and current. But every day as the water stabilized, the 7 or 8 groups of fish he found got bigger in size and numbers. And he kept getting better on the timing of when each spot or group would fire. So day 4 for him looked like this. Yeehaw! All right, his 2 main baits were a unnamed minnow on a 1/4 ounce Picasso tungsten jig head, which he caught most of them on, and also a 3/4 ounce Picasso tungsten football jig with a 3-inch Yamamoto Yamacraw. Now, if you want all his fishing details, hit BassBlaster.com. But a couple he mentioned were being stealthy because those fish are heavily pressured, and using the amazing Humminbird Mega 360 to see the hard spots and the fish sitting on them. Man, I love 360. Now, did he use forward-facing sonar? For sure, that's one of his strengths. Let's talk about it. Number 2. Now, so far this Bassmaster Elite season, we've had 2 veterans win the first 2.
Hey, I'm cool with veterans, man.
Good! Then the Classic was won by rookie Easton Fothergill. Then 6th-year pro Kyle Welcher won 1, followed by 2 rookies, Paul Marks Jr. and Tucker Smith. So that's 6 tournaments with 3 Wookiee winners. Wookiee? Rookie winners. Rookie. Why? Well, one big reason is college fishing. These guys come out of there so mentally, physically, and skills-wise prepared, it's amazing. Now, I asked Lake Fork Elite winner Tucker Smith, who fished for Auburn, what his major lesson was that he learned in college that he took to the Elite Series. Here's what he said. I would say it's being able to handle the stress of a tournament with a lot of boats and a lot of good fishermen. I've fished a ton of tournaments now, and just being able to take a step back and not stress and keep your calm is a big deal. Yes, it is. And another reason these young guys are doing so well is, forward-facing sonar. Now, veteran pros have had to learn this most powerful technology ever in bass fishing from scratch. But the guys who show up from the college ranks are already masters at it. Why? College fishing. Now, one time a college fisherman told me that he wishes he could fish crankbaits and do stuff like flip more, but everybody knows that those tournaments are going to be won pinging, so that's what they do, and that's what they practice. So given all that, is it a surprise that half the Elite Series tournaments this year have been won by rookies? Nah. Does that mean forward-facing sonar is bad? No. Is fishing with it bad? No. Are these guys just competing and fishing the way they came up the best and hardest that they can? You bet. We'll have to see if BASS decides that they're going to rein forward-facing sonar in a little bit more after this season. Either way, you might not know that these young guys have kind of a secret gain setting for their units that helps give them an advantage. Here it is.
11, 11,
and most of
11,
the
and then
amps go up to 10.
Exactly.
Does that mean it's louder? Is it any louder?
Well, it's 1 louder, isn't it?
All their units go to 11, man. Number 3. did ElazTech soft plastic make the Ned rig?
I have absolutely no idea.
Well, let's take a look. I was checking out a post about this being the 20th year of Z-Man's super stretchy, super durable ElazTech soft plastic. And of course it talks about the Ned rig, which is named after Midwest finesse fisherman Ned Cady. Now Ned and his buddy Drew Reese invented what they call Midwest finesse fishing, but the rest of the world calls the Ned rig. Anyhow, in that post, Ned says this: ElazTech baits excel because the material is exceptionally durable, allowing dozens of fish to be caught on one lure. Moreover, the baits are supple and lifelike and float off bottom, providing their own built-in action. In other words, the Ned rig got its rep for catching them partly because of the high number of bass it caught, which pretty much was because you could catch double-digit numbers of fish on just one ElazTech soft plastic bait. So maybe no ElazTech, no Ned rig.
No way.
Number 4. How do you think the Z-Man TRD or turd came to be?
You don't suppose it was divine intervention now, do you?
Well, maybe because all good things come from God, but aside from that, how do you think it happened? Maybe someone cut off a piece of Senko or worm? Maybe it was a mistake of some kind? Nope, here's how it happened as told by Drew Reese. Now Drew is one of the guys, along with his good friend Ned Cady, who the Ned rig is named after, who invented the Ned rig, and Drew invented the Z-Man TRD. Here's him telling the story.
People kind of thought the design of the turd was just luck, and it wasn't, believe me. I had read a study when I saw Ned's cut in half Zinker Z, and I had read this study and it was done by Berkeley. What they had done is they had pulled a pincher off of a crawdad, or off of a bunch of crawdads, where it was a 50-50 deal, and they threw them into their aquarium where their bass were there when they were feeding the bass. The bass preferred the crawdad without a pincher. When they took them and took both pinchers off, they preferred the ones with no pincher. Then, and I would have never thought of doing this one, then they started pulling legs off of the pinchers. The more legs they took off, off of the crawdad, the more legs they took off the crawdad, the better fish liked it.
Wow, that might explain that whole deal about shrimp baits too, which you might have seen on a recent top 5 tips and trends of the month. Either way, cool story, way cool. Hey, raise your hand if you used to have hair like that.
Bruh.
Number 5. Now you know the BFL's Major League Fishing's Bass Fishing League, which used to be called the Redman Series back in the day. Man, those tournaments are like chess tournaments. I mean, all the best at something get in that one place and hammer it all out.
Come on! Whenever you're ready. Mano a mano!
Yeah, like that, except it's more than 2 people. It's... Okay, you get the picture. Anyhow, at the 4th BFL this year in each division, Abu Garcia is basically letting all those hammers fish that tournament for free. Anglers and Co's will get a gift pack, a new Abu Garcia Revo bait caster, a few bags of Berkeley plastics, a spool of what I hear is the great Berkeley forward braid, and a new Plano Stowaway 3700 box. And the retail value of all that is more than the entry fee. Kind of a cool deal. I wanted to find out more about what was up, so I called Abu Garcia's Joe Woodward, and here's what he said. BFL anglers are some of the most avid bass anglers on the planet, and we know they push their equipment to the limit. Our reels are so good we felt, hey, why don't we put them in their hands? Then these guys will have a chance to fish them, and over time we're fully confident it will become their favorite reel, one they can count on when money's on the line.
Sounds like a challenge to me.
Now personally, I love Revos. They cast great, they hold up, and they're real consistent between models. Now your mileage may vary, but there's only one way to find out, man. I gotta say that Abu Garcia is putting their money where their mouth is, because a giveaway that big ain't cheap. Put it to the test, BFL peeps. All right, that's all I got for you this week. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Seafoam and Kistler. See you next week. God bless you.